Hey guys, and welcome to LITTLEBLACKBOOK91. We're back with another one of those enthralling conversations, and I am joined by the wonderful, the beautiful, the amazing, the dainty, the demure queen of Love is Blind. Yes, Yolanda, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, and I'm amazing. I'm doing well. I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? It's evening time. We've eaten some good food. You know what I mean? I'm ready to have some good conversations. You know what I'm saying?
It's time.
It's
It's time.
time. That. I like that. I like that. Well, listen, before we go any further, before we get into the festivities of conversation, because we want to get to know you a bit more outside of Love is Blind. But before I do, I gotta have an icebreaker. It's what we call human verification round here. So it's just a few questions just to open you up a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic. Here's my first question: iPhone or Android?
iPhone always. We like it crisp. Update. We love iPhone.
Okay. Question number two. One word to describe your Love is Blind experience.
Non-existent.
Does that count as two or that one? I'm wondering.
One.
The hashtag iPhone in there. I'm gonna let you have that one still. I'll let you have that still. Okay. Hot or cold?
Oh, cold. I like to, especially in the winter. I like to be cold so I can like cuddle up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
yeah, it's not every day sweat. You know.
This is it. Okay. Fair enough. I am with you.
Yeah.
Sugar or salt?
Oh, hard sugar. I have a sweet tooth, so I have to say sugar.
I'm seeing you now. Okay. If you had a plane ticket to anywhere in the world, where would you fly to?
I would actually fly back to Singapore. Singapore is one of my favorite places in the world. Culture's amazing, people are amazing, the view's incredible, and it's just so ahead of the future that everybody needs to go.
Oh, okay. When's the last time you went?
Last year.
Oh, good times. Okay. I have to check myself. Okay. My last question in this space: cereal or the milk in the bowl first?
Oh, dang. I'm probably not going to get love for this, but I put my milk in first, then put the cereal, which feels illegal, but it works for me because, like, I feel like I just like that way, you know? I've always done it that way, which is so backwards.
No, see, this is what I'm trying to say. I think when I started getting the British people on there, we understood each other. The Americans, they don't get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Me and you, we see eye to eye on this. When I tell them the milk goes in first, they don't get it.
Exactly.
When you say a cereal, though, what cereal would you say you would like to you usually eat, if you even usually eat cereal now? Because it might be a long time.
You know, I'm partial to a good fruit and fiber with like raisins on top and like nuts. Is that bad? Because you know what? I like to start my day healthy.
Okay.
Because digestion is key.
It is.
Yeah, but health is wealth. So, what about you? What's your go-to?
If I'm gonna have cereal, there's two: either Wheatos, which I know is bad for you, or Bran Flakes.
See,
I used to be a Special K person. Special K to slap. Bran Flakes without the raisins, though, babe. I can't do the. Yeah. You doing too much with the raisin stuff.
I love a raisin in the morning. Gives you like a little bit of a sugar boost that you need.
Are you sure you don't like prunes?
No, prunes I stay away for because it flushes you very quick. You know.
Does it work too well? Is what you're trying to say to me? It works too well.
Yeah, I'm not speaking from personal experience though. Just about other people have told me.
Yeah. Here's saying that. You hear me? Okay. I'm with you. Listen, well, look, Yolanda, you have passed our human verification. I believe you are a human being indeed. Well, since that's out of the way, let's get into some conversations. I want to get to know you a bit better. Because you see, Love Island. Oh my gosh, am I prophesying? Maybe I should prophesy to you. You gonna go Love Island? You thought about that?
USA? Maybe.
Okay. See, maybe you might. You know what? Asking the Lord to convert. Okay, so Love is Blind. Season 2 UK. We know that you were on that particular show, but want to get to know you a bit better, right? Want to understand where you're from and understand why you even went on that show in the very first place. So I've got a really open-ended question, throws you deep in the deep end really quickly. So here's my question. I'm waiting for the millionaire music to go on, but I don't have it. But anyway, here's the first question. So who is Yolanda and what is Yolanda's story?
Very deep questions.
I
I'll
know.
start off by who is Yolanda. Yolanda is a very big personality who loves to care for her friends and family, but sometimes doesn't really fill her own cup enough. Fills other people's cups before filling her own.
Okay.
Yolanda's learned that actually this doesn't work. She's also a therapist, so her job doesn't really, you know, yeah. So yeah, I'm quite a loud, bubbly person. Like I'm always traveling. Like I've always got something to say as well. As all the libcasts will tell you, I've got such a slick mouth. Like I always have a comeback or something to say. And I'm just that friend that like makes people laugh because I just think like life is just too short to be sad. Like, so that's me. And what was the second question?
What is your story?
Oh, my story is one of not finding love. I'm a person who I guess has been unlucky in love so far. Just I guess I blame it partially down to my age. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're so young. You're too young to be married. You need to wait. Time will come." And it's like I'm quite a mature soul. Like I know what I want in a person, and I feel like I've done the healing. I've done the work. I've like explored. I've been to 37 countries. Like that's crazy for someone who's 27. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, I hear you.
And like I'm own my own business. Like I am even the cast will tell you like at 27 it's such an achievement, but yet like I haven't found someone who one is self-driven enough to come on a level with me or intelligent enough, because I'm a very intellectual person that sometimes I find that in a lot of my relationships you end up being the breadwinner and it's like like that's not what I want for me, and that's not what I want for my family dynamic. So yeah, that's partially the reason why I went on Love is Blind, to see if there was anyone out there that could be my match, because like I deserve love too, right? Regardless of my age or who I am, like I deserve love. So that's the reason why I entered the experiment, and also on the basis of like them not knowing what I look like, because I feel like, especially as someone who lives in I guess in an area that's not so diverse, like I'm often judged on how I look. So I was thinking, oh, like go into this experiment, open mentality, and hopefully someone will appreciate me. But that didn't happen. It didn't work out.
I love that, and I love what you shared as well. Like, you know, in terms of like your background, coming from a place where it's less diverse. Well, I guess take us a little bit on that journey then. So your experience of coming from an environment where it wasn't as diverse as a Black woman in that space. Take us on a journey. When you said obviously you didn't come from an area diverse, what does that actually mean? Just so that people understand what you're talking about in that space.
So I live in an area where like I am the minority. Obviously it's growing now. But even in school, like I was the only Black girl in school, like you know, that's quite a humbling experience, because you're like you're never going to be attractive because you look too different. And that's sort of why I sort of wanted no one to see me. I guess, well, I've done the healing now, but subconsciously, when you're raised in that environment, it makes you think, oh, am I enough? Like, why am I not attracting men? Everyone's getting married and I'm still here. Like the people that were in my year group, all of them married, kids, have long-time partners, you know, and that's a reflection of like where I live, I guess. Everyone settles quite young. I'm like the only one that's single. which is crazy. But that's also because I'm also one of the only ones that continued education.
That also affects things, yeah.
Yeah, and when you're an like intelligent woman, that doesn't always play to your favor.
I agree. Can't lie to you now.
Yeah, and that's why like often when I go out and stuff, I'm in London because that's where you're likely to find people that are on that. Yeah.
Different. So obviously, like I said, you've done the healing work. So tell us a little bit about the healing work that had to take place. Like you said, because obviously I grew up in Chelsea as a young toddler, predominantly my area. But I was based in Battersea, which is predominantly black area. So I understand, you know what I mean? And so going into an all white environment, switching to an all black one, I can understand the difficulties and the challenges that you face in terms of attraction, dating, being even dealing with the culture differences.
Right.
So you said about the healing aspect or the healing journey. What was some of the healing journey that you had to undertake in order to get yourself to a more healthier space for you?
Yeah, this is sometimes it's quite a triggering question because I think, well, like I used to be so insecure, like, or like, especially because I was much larger than others. So the healing journey for me came from realizing my self-worth, realizing that actually just because I look different doesn't mean that I'm ugly. It's more so just I'm different. I'm not going to be liked by everyone. Having to challenge those negative thoughts. And it also came from a place of exploring the world and seeing how different types of women are appreciated in different countries, you know? And I always say to people, like, you could be a 2 in the United Kingdom, but be a 10 in, I don't know, America or Ghana or somewhere, you know? It's all very subjective. And that was another part of my journey. And also just like realizing and speaking not my truth, but like my value, like I am worthy of like love, I'm worthy of someone who's my equivalent, like saying those positive things. Yeah, and just pushing boundaries, I guess. Someone said anything to me, push, like, do you think that's okay to say? Or do you think that's okay to treat people? Because I'm not sure if you know, but dating apps are ruthless for people that look like me in this area. That's why
What's going on with these dating apps? I don't know, but I don't really be on them. I'm on Instagram, but I don't know if those counts.
Dating
but
apps
what's it
are
like?
hell. Like it is. I don't know how else to explain it. It's the ghetto, genuinely. And I think what's happened is it feels like everyone who's left yet is like we're all in this horrible, like hot, toxic environment. People are ghosting left, right, and center. People are crumbling. Like people are gaslighting people just for the fun of it. Because what else do you have to do with your time, apparently? Like, and that's also part of why I started. I started on TikTok just sharing my love journey post the experiment because I was like, damn, like I feel like a lot of people would relate with me. Because I was like, this dating world is scary. Like, it's so scary. Like, I'm not sure if you've had the same experience, but it's scary.
I definitely hear that. For you, obviously, because obviously, like I mean, you know, it's interesting because I grew up in London. Obviously, I was a big kid too, right? So I was a really big kid, and that was, I won't say the toughest, but you know, you can get insulted a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? And that does challenge your perception of yourself. And it takes a while for the mind to kind of flip to another perspective. Even when I lost weight and everything like that, and I started gymming, it still took me a while to get to the other side. And you don't ever I don't think it ever fully goes away all the way, but you do a lot of healing to make sure your mind doesn't operate that same place as well. And obviously, you spoke about that healing journey and stuff. And obviously, growing up in a very undiverse environment as well. Then, okay, so tell us a little bit about maybe what dating has been like for you then, because obviously, it's what dating apps have been horrific. What has dating been like for you?
I've been in the trenches, like quite literally.
Oh, why? Pitiful girl like you, what's been going on? Huh?
Listen, men are making me pay for dates. Like, how can
hey!
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've been on dates and have to go 50-50. I've paid for dates. I've been on dates where people just lie about their careers and who they are, or lie about their age. Like, I don't know anymore. Like, sometimes you just have to wash your hands and say, God, for you.
My heart
Because
bleeds for you.
I just don't understand, like, how it's this bad. Like, quite honestly, like, and I've tried, like, all the apps. The apps that you think I've done it.
You've done it. Yeah.
Done it.
Which one's the worst?
I have to say, like, I can't say, actually.
Okay, you can't. They might reach out to you. Yeah. Yeah, they might reach out to you for help. Okay, cool. So, okay, give us one word to describe your childhood upbringing.
I feel like my childhood experience was, eye-opening. Is that 2 words? Eye-opening.
We'll go for one because you're using these hyphens and dashes, so we'll take it. So eye-opening. Why eye-opening?
Because I guess for me, like, I got to experience. I was very lucky. I went to a really good school, got to experience really good opportunities. Like, but at the same time, it was a very humbling experience. I quickly learned that you're different, but actually that made me work 10 times harder. Made me like really want to be different. Like at a point when I done my healing, I was like, yeah, I'm different. Like, I'm different. And then started rolling with it, changing the way I dress, makeup, like switching everything up. It made me the big character I am today. So it was eye-opening.
I like that. Okay. One word to describe your relationship with your parents growing up.
Ooh. Healthy.
Now that's what I like to hear. Tell us why healthy. You know, it's very rare we get healthy here, so we need to be understood the healthy.
Yeah. So actually, my parents are separated, right? But because I'm the first daughter, I'm very outspoken. I challenge everything, right? I'm a headache. I'm a headache. Nobody wants a child like me. You know, those ones that calling out the aunties, calling out the uncles. That's me. But because I did it from such an early age, it became, I think it really made my relationship with my dad and my mum really healthy, because when I called something out, it was taken seriously. Like, this something needs to be done about this, you know, rather than me sitting back and letting, like, I would challenge why people are doing this. Like, why haven't you done this, you know? So I think by being that type of child, I forced my parents to have a healthy relationship with me and my siblings, really, because I was calling them out on anything that was wrong, especially like, I can't give you an example right now, but I would challenge it, because I think a lot of us people that come from, I can only speak from African background or Southern African even, we're very taught to be like, oh, be quiet, don't say anything, you could never, you know, shh. And if you say anything, you're a bad child. I was like, no, like that whole needs to be stopped, because I think that's when you have children that end up hiding a lot of things from their parents, or having unresolved trauma, having anxiety, etc. Like, I challenged all of that, because I said, I'm not going to shut up until something's done. You know, like, how do we work on this as a family? How do we move forward? My siblings upset. This person's upset. How do we like negotiate it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you think that having such an being so outspoken was nature or nurture?
Nature. Because I actually believe, like, I don't know if, are you allowed to speak about God here or no?
Absolutely, we're Christians, so you go ahead and do it.
So, like,
go for it.
I believe, like, my purpose on this planet, on this world, in this world, was because I've got such a powerful voice, right? In the sense, like, for work, I'm a therapist. I often help people. Like, I'm constantly helping people heal their issues and what they're going through. I believe I was put on this planet to talk. Like, my voice is my God's vessel, I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Your gift.
So my gift, and so I think it was God did it for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Nature.
I do. I
was made this way.
Okay. Would you say you are? Who would you say you're more like, your mom or your dad?
My
Who do you
dad.
think you take more after?
My dad. I'm very stubborn.
Hey, Yolanda.
I know, such a small girl as well. So annoying. But it's like, but that's the thing about me. I'm so transparent about my flaws. Like, I'm a stubborn person. Like, takes a lot for me to get over something, but it's just who I am.
Okay. Oh, you said you're from Africa, right? What country?
Zimbabwe.
Hey, both parents.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
I know people get so scared.
I'm not scared. You know, I'm not scared. Don't worry. We understand how to brave the weather with you guys. You're good.
Like that.
Although you lot are heartbreakers, we know. We've heard about
and
you.
we
You
will
in the South
never
Africans,
live this stereotype down.
You will always be the heartbreakers of the continent.
We aren't they? Like,
no, it's you and the Nigerian ladies. You guys are matching the men.
Exactly. And that's the thing about us. If you put me in my place, I'll put you in your place. It's so funny. I don't know why we're like this. But...
yeah, it's fine. It's a vibe, and it's a culture, isn't it? You're not gonna lie. I love it, man. You know what I mean? Okay, so you're more like your dad. Take after your dad in that particular aspect. Like you said, you've got more of a stubborn trait as well. So tell us one lesson that always sticks with you that your dad taught you.
Fight for what you believe in, even if you don't have the evidence and you believe it. Fight, just fight. Speak your truth all the time. One thing about me, like, especially in work, I do it for a lot of my patients. Like, I will fight for my patients. If they need more, I will fight until, I don't know, it's just something that he's taught me. Like, never give up. Fight, keep fighting.
So having that thought process of never give up, keep fighting, how does that translate? How did that translate into you then becoming? I'm just making a wild leap, but let's see if we can make one. How did that translate into you then becoming a therapist? Because it's quite interesting. You know what I mean? Of course, I can see that, you know, like you said, you like to pour into people, but what made you want to make that jump from being someone who, you know, talks up, being stubborn, all those kind of things? What does that lead then to you being a therapist?
The therapy, yeah, because I'm a different type of therapist, like in the sense of like the type of therapy that we do. We challenge people to be independent, like in the sense of like challenging what you've learned. Like, how can you get better? Okay, tell me what you need to do. So it actually works very well. Because I'm a very like stand down therapist. Like, you told me you were going to do this last week. Have you done it? Like, holding people accountable. Obviously, I can be like the soft side because I think that's the whole part of like building a rapport with someone, right? But I'm more of a therapist. Like, we'll work together. But if you tell me you're going to do something, I'll hold you accountable. And if you don't, I won't be like, oh, don't worry. Because I believe like you should support people enough to feel that they're strong enough to make those decisions or do what they need to do. So the way it translates basically is I just help get out of people and give them that motivation, make them feel confident enough to do it themselves. Like, at the minute I work a lot with mental health. And a lot of people that have like depression or mental health issues, bipolar, etc. And a lot of our work is like giving people motivation to say like, you can change things. Like, you're not alone. Like, you can do this. And challenging those negative, like, you know, so if you've been in a situation, you're like, oh, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm challenging that. Yeah.
I like that. You know, you said my love language right there, accountability. My love language. I love to hear it. You love to keep people accountable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously going to obviously being like I said, helping people in the therapy world. You mentioned something earlier on. You said about you pour into people, but not necessarily just getting poured back into. I want to know how does that come about? You know what I mean? How do you get to a place where you are someone who's pouring more into people and not being poured? You know, I can't imagine you not being poured into. Okay, I'm being cheeky. No, I can't. As human beings, we do this sometimes. We give so much. Why is it that you give so much and you feel like you're not getting the same back? What's happening?
Men just love to take. Like, give back a little. Tell your colleagues to give back. Like, especially in this generation, I feel like, you know, someone made a good. They said this generation we're seeing a lot more men that want to be passenger princesses rather than be in the driver's seat. Whereas, like, I'm a very strong woman in the sense, like, I've got my life in order. I can drive myself. But at the same time, like, the right man will be like, actually, I know you can do that, but let me take the weight off. But you don't get that that mentality anymore, because guys are like, oh, well, 50-50. What are you giving me? I hear all the time. Like, and it's like, it's not like that. Like, and the men of this generation think, oh, what are you giving me? But it's actually like, but like the things that men don't see, like how we help you to stay mentally okay. Like, I'm here, I'm your reassurance.
Tell me, Yolanda.
I believe, obviously I don't believe in 50-50, but we won't get into argument because people will probably come for me again. I do believe, like, the man should be the head of the household, right? And a woman should nurture the home, right?
Okay.
And what that looks like is, like, running the home is hard enough, right? Obviously, I'm still going to be working. Like, I love my job. But it also means, like, when your man is struggling, you help lift him up. When he comes to you like, babe, like, I'm so stressed about work, you're that person that he can confide in. Do you know what I mean? So those are the things that we're giving back to you that you wouldn't, like, you know, men aren't as good at doing that. So when people
can't
ask you,
quantify that.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm saying that you can't quantify it in the sense that it's powerful, it's quality, but you can't quantify it necessarily. Yeah.
And like, not every woman can be a wife. And I say this all the time, like, it takes a particular woman to be a real good wife. Anyway, that's a different topic. But I always challenge men when they say, oh, what do you give me? It's actually like, if you get to know someone on a real level, you'll see, like, this woman is powerful. She's doing all these little things that I didn't even think I needed. Like, she's helping my life. So, like, and the creator made a really good point. He was like, every single successful man that's out there has a really powerful woman next to him.
Yeah, that makes sense. He who findeth a wife.
Exactly. But the reason why I'm not finding men is because y'all are too sassy and want to be in the passenger princess.
I mean, then the question is, are you allowing me to come and take over the
and
wheel?
Drive. Yeah,
or is your hand still on the steering wheels?
Here's the key.
You're saying you're giving it to me, but are you also like, when I start driving, I don't like the way you drive. You're driving too fast. You're driving too slow. You know what I mean? Are you sure?
I'm just living. I'm like doing.
Are you sure?
Doing playlist next. Oh, this song is fun. Doing my scrolling, living it up. Like, could never be me. And that's the thing about me. Like, when I'm with the right person, I'm in my soft girl era. Like, I will not contest. You want to take the key? Have the key. Like, take it. Because like, that's how I know that man is meant to be for me or not. Because I'll feel like I could just chill. Like, I can just be in this like feminine energy, right?
So have you met outside of obviously Pops, but have you met someone who has, like, you know, allowed you to rest in your femininity? It's allowed you to just be your feminine self, Yolanda?
You know what?
Come on.
Early days, but evidence of it.
Potentially. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. But again, like, one thing I will never believe, you have to go a long time before believing men, because sometimes they could just perform. And then 3 months later, you're like, huh? Yeah.
The switcheroo. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I hear you. So then, question: what took you onto Love Is Blind? Like, what was the reason for you to go into Love Is Blind for you?
Because I couldn't do it myself anymore. I don't know. Like, I
Couldn't do
couldn't.
it.
I'm getting it wrong. I'm getting it all wrong on my own. So I thought, let me put the power into someone else's hands. Because what people don't know is like the work that goes behind finding people and matching people is so, like, they really put their detail into the people that they find. So I was like, okay, cool. Hinge, all of these apps are not working. I can't find my own. So maybe they can. But,
Okay.
but it's still unsuccessful.
So, okay, so what were your expectations? Because of course, like like obviously first UK people watch the US version. Some of us have anyway, and we watched obviously first season of UK. What were your expectations, and did your expectations? Of course, we didn't get the match at the end, but were your expectations met through the course of this process from what you expected?
Yes, because like kudos to the men that were on the show. Everyone had a really good job, right? Like, there was no one on there that I thought, wow, this job is a bit. No, everyone had good jobs, and that's a great start. There was an intellectual men.
Great start is crazy.
Yeah, because there's intellectual men like Kieran. I had dates with Kieran. His brain and how it works. Like, he's a very intelligent person. Like, I don't even think you got to see that on the show. Like, the conversations we were having, like, I just thought, wow, like, like, and that for me is very stimulating, because I'm thinking, wow, like, you're talking, like, I'm a bit of a weirdo. Like, I'll wake up at 4 a.m. and start thinking weird quests. Like, I know that, do you know what I mean? We can have those conversations. But yeah, and also one thing I also asked for was like someone who can have fun, like, and Demola is exactly that. He's a very fun guy. Like, he can bounce off you. Like, in the pause, me and Demola were singing. Like, it was very like to and from, just having fun with it. So yeah, I would say like the caliber of men for the UK, they did well, right? If we're just talking about jobs and who like vibes and stuff, not personalities, is different. Yeah.
Okay. So it started off well. It sounded like it started off well. You know what I'm saying to you? Okay. So expectations are met. Okay. So then, obviously, I know that the first round you got to speak to everybody. It's 8 minutes long or something like that, right? Okay. You've mentioned Kieran. You've mentioned a little bit of Demola as well. Who were your early connects? That first round, who was like your early connects? Who was like, intrigued, want to know more, want to see what I want?
Yeah, Patrick, Demola, Kieran, Jav, and Charlie.
Charlie, yes. Okay. All right. That's a strong lineup.
All great guys, like, in the sense that they were really selling themselves. Like, Patrick was like, I'm intrigued. I don't know what this being stuff is about, but I'm intrigued. And he articulates himself so well. Like, like, he's a very like and then obviously did I say Kieran as well? Kieran was up there as well. Yeah. Demola, we could relate culturally, like, we're both from Africa. Like, Jav was funny. Like, Jav was hilarious.
Jav's a funny boy, I can't lie to you.
Yeah, and he just says the most craziest things. Like, and then Charlie was really funny as well. Charlie was funny, although not intellectual, but funny.
We keep hearing Charlie. We keep hearing about Charlie, you know, like in the whispers and the winds, we hear this name Charlie.
I've heard. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, and then Kieran, obviously intellectual.
Okay. So then after that, who were then after that, who was in your main kind of connects that you were spending more time with? Because of course it whittles down.
Yeah.
Who were you spending more time with as the pods were going on?
It was Dee, Charlie, Patrick, and Kieran.
Okay. Okay.
I dropped
So
Jav because Jav was.
you dropped Jav.
Jav said to me in there.
Yes.
I said, oh, Jav, if someone was to send you like an indecent picture, what would you do? He said, I'd like it. I said, what? I said, Javen, like, come on. He said, yeah, I'd like it. And that's when I knew. I said,
wait, the first thing I got asked is how the heck did you get into a conversation about indecent picture though? How did that conversation come about?
Because it's quite a good question. I like to ask that question. Like, would you entertain the conversation if someone DMs you?
Oh, okay. You're trying to see his boundaries.
Yeah, to see where his if the respect would be there. Because I would expect someone to say, like, if we're married, I wouldn't entertain any of that. It'd be like an instant delete, block.
Absolutely.
Not open it and like it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think if you're in a relationship, that shouldn't be a situation where a person's looking at a photo, liking it. You know what I'm saying to you? It should be an instant delete. You know, and I understand. I've had some of those things happen myself. So you know, you just got to delete it. You don't have the time to play around in that space. So are you saying that you would delete it, or are you saying you look at it?
Delete it.
But would you have a look before you delete it?
No. Men don't really send stuff like that to women, you know.
So you won't even have a look?
Because you know, like, you get those fake pages that send you stuff nowadays, like the bots and stuff. You just know it's a bot. You can already tell by the like. Yeah. What is there? And men don't do those things really. It's the other way around.
Let me ask you a random question. Have you ever cheated before?
God forbid. A woman like me? Never.
It's always the first one.
Break up
What's
with
the first one to say? It's always ones that say God forbid, never could be me, and the ones that are usually the most dangerous.
No, with me, I'm very brutal. Like, I'll just break up with you. Like, in this life, I will not be in somewhere that I'm not happy. If it means entirely sexually, all of it, like, just break up, isn't it? What? Is it hard?
That's fair.
Us and women are good at that. Like, if we're not happy, we just leave.
Okay.
But I haven't cheated.
I hold you to it. You haven't cheated.
Be my witness.
Not even in primary school.
They didn't like me back then. I had no boyfriend.
I hear you still. I hear you still. Don't worry. You're in the same boat. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so obviously you had connections. Obviously, like I said, you had Charlie, you had Kieran, you had Demola as well. So you have quite a few connections there. Okay, let's run through a few of them. Let's see what we were saying. Okay, so Kieran, you really mentioned that he's very intellectual in that space. What was that connection like then for you guys? Like, in terms of exploring that, getting to know him better, him getting to know you better. How did you feel getting to know Kieran?
Yeah, like Kieran, he's the most kindest soul ever. Like, very open, and that's one guy that was open to dating all races, which I respect to him. He made me feel like, because I think sometimes in life, sometimes men don't ask the right questions, but Kieran's asking the right questions after you have a conversation, and you're thinking, like, that's a good question. Like, you're really listening. Made me feel heard. But I stopped talking to Kieran because Sophie wanted him.
Wait.
No, because I don't like competing for men. And she was like one of my close friends in there.
Wait, there's a clip in the show, yeah? I don't know if it was played the right way. And I really was going to get vexed at Sophie, where she says, I don't like people who do that. And I was like, wait, because I think she asked you a question about
her hair.
Is that makeup or her hair or something? Is that all right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, I hate people do that. I don't know if that's actually the same clip. I don't know if that was two different clips or whatever. Is that how it played out? Because I was getting annoyed for you. I ain't lying to you.
It's the same clip, but what you don't see is me giving it back to her. Like,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. With Sophie, she's like, we're very, she's outspoken, but I'm also outspoken. Like, and we got really close in there actually. So I would give it back to her, but you never saw that. So yeah.
So we got questions though, innit?
Yeah.
We got questions because I want to understand why the heck you cared what Sophie thought about the fact that whether she wanted Kieran or not.
This
At
is
the end
my
of the day,
issue.
it's Hunger Games.
Yeah, but you've got to think, right? I believe that if God wanted it to be like that, me and Kieran would have, like, he would have fought for me, or I would have fought for him. The thing what I hate is, like, okay, cool.
Go on.
Me and Sophie are similar. We're very different aesthetics, right? If you're on the same wave as me. And Meg as well, and all the others that were in the thing. So one thing that I won't do is, like, beg for a man on my knees like this.
Okay.
Because
Definitely not on the knee.
Yeah, because a lot of what you guys didn't see in the lounge is a lot of the girls were groveling, like, please, if you marry me, this is please. Sometimes have a bit of demure and be a bit
A bit
dignified.
of shame, a bit of class.
And I said, cool.
Jabbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, but did you have? Okay, wait. When you say beg for you, right? What are you encompassing in the beg here? Because for instance, let's say for instance, obviously we're dating in the pods, right? And obviously I know you have another connection. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, if you don't tell me that you're not really feeling me, or I don't feel like you're not feeling me, then is it really begging? You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I'm just connecting on based on what you've told me, innit? You know what I'm saying? So if then I start to see that you're not feeling me and it's mad and it's a major thing, then I can say that it might be a beggy thing. You get me? But did you feel that, you know?
Yeah, because, like, people had favorites in there. Like, people were getting toys, people were getting flowers, people were getting other things sent to them. Did I receive a flower? No.
What did you want me to send you?
Some white roses, maybe. The expensive ones, not the cheap ones from Tesco.
Expensive ones.
Yeah. From the actual florist, you know, the one when they put lilies in there sometimes too. Those ones. Anyway.
Hand put together.
Yeah. But the thing in there, like, what you don't realize is, like, people come back from their dates and they're like, oh, Kieran just said this, or I don't know, Demola's just said this. And I'm thinking, wow, these conversations are lit. Not like mine. Like, mine's not lit like this. Like, and then if I can move on to Demola, the reason why I did
again, you feel free.
He sent Katisha flowers. And we all,
was it early?
Annie, huh?
Did he send the flowers early?
Yeah.
Oh.
And me and Annie and Laurie all said, you know what? Well, we didn't get us flowers. He could have sent flowers to everyone if he wanted to, but he didn't send flowers to everyone. So clearly the connection is not as deep as you think it is. But you're right, though. That experiment is for pick-me's. Like, it generally is. You know, you have to scream the loudest to get picks in there. Like, had I screamed louder, maybe I would have been picked. Or if I did not leave early, I probably would have, you know, like, my experience might have been different.
I feel that. I understand. No, I get it. I get it. I'm in a sense, like, you want to be chosen. Do you know what I'm saying to you? You don't want to have to like feel like you're having to fight for someone's attention.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like when you said it, you said because of Sophie. That's why it's like. Oh yeah. I was questioning it. Do you know what I'm saying to you? You know, because we saw how Sophie, and love Sophie, by the way. Listen, she's got a bit of my heart, but she's a rude girl, but you know, obviously Sophie kind of actually, you know, we saw how she operated with Megan a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Obviously, I'm thinking to myself when you said it, I was like, did you guys have a conversation that, you know, you spoke about leaving Kieran alone? Is that what was kind of said? You know what I'm saying to you? Like, was any inference that maybe Sophie's like saying, hey, you know, because, you know, as man, then we also do this as well. Like, hey, brother, I've got this one. Let me handle this one. You get me? And the man will back off and be like, all right, cool, you handle the things. Is it, you know, was that what kind, was there an agreement?
I just said, oh, you can have Kieran. I'm not really fussed. Like, I just gave Kieran to her. But what also people don't understand is that we don't even choose, the men choose, so it doesn't matter what we do. Like,
the men choose,
like, they're the ones that have to propose, right? Well, technically we propose too, but it was in, like, the men make the decision. So, like, I just felt that he had a deeper connection with Sophie and Meg.
You felt?
Yeah.
Oh, she told you that she did. Because there's two difference. Because how you feeling them?
Both.
Because you wasn't in their conversation, so how do you know?
True, but she was telling me what they were talking about though, because we used to debrief every day.
Okay, so
I was
you
with her
saying that what
all
the
the
conversation
pods,
deeper?
like, yeah, like she's the person that I was with like all the time.
Okay, who did you have the deepest conversation with then?
In there, the girls or the men?
With the guys? With the guys?
Deepest probably Patrick.
Oh, okay. Tell us about Patrick. Well, how's it deep? Because we know obviously he's spleen them.
Yeah, we spoke about religion a lot because I had a conversation with him. I was like, oh, ideally, if I have a child, I want them to be christened. He was very against that, but it was healthy. It was a healthy debate. But he explained his reasoning why he wouldn't want that for his child and etc. Like, but to me, like, I stood 10 toes down because that's something that I see as being important. But he didn't value that. And I think that was the reason that I actually was like, the only connection that I have in there won't even compromise. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very deep conversation. Heated in the right ways, actually.
Did you did he make it clear that his, and I'm being delicate, did he make it also clear for you that maybe the spleen conversation, and did that come up? Because obviously you guys speaking about religion, talking about faith. Did the spleen thing come up?
It didn't even come up that much, you know, in our conversation. I spoke to Patrick the most. It didn't come up at all, only once at the beginning when he was telling me. He didn't mention it as much. That's why everyone was so shocked in the edit. Like, it's like spleen, and we were like, we didn't even hear it this much.
Oh yeah, I mean, someone else said that in the interview with Sorrel. So they mentioned that he didn't mention it. I think it was Sophie mentioned that he didn't say it like that either. You know what I mean? Wait. Sophie even said, wait, was Sophie dating Patrick? Hold on a minute. So what was the notes that you and Sophie exchanged about Patrick then?
Oh, what I was telling him about Patrick.
And what did she tell you about Patrick? Yeah, it was, you know what I mean?
She was sort of like, oh, he's like a bit different.
He's a bit different, yeah. I like that one.
Yeah. And then
different.
She's like, oh, like if you like him, speak to him. And I was like, yeah, but I feel like maybe he might be a bit too fluid for me. And she's like, oh, well, I'll just speak to him. Da-da-da. And at this point, I was like, oh, maybe D's better for me. He's a bit more. So she was like, yeah, speak to D as well. Very good advice actually at that time.
Okay. Okay. So obviously, Patrick, you guys spoke about religion. So how did that align then? Because obviously, well, from what we saw in the edit, he never really said he was Christian, but he obviously had come from a Christian background, so he kind of understood it, but wouldn't say he is a Christian right now, or at least practicing the faith and religion.
No, he wasn't.
And I don't know if you are, so I don't know if that's what actually we haven't defined it. How did that work in terms of that? That was for that. Oh, okay.
It didn't. Nothing aligned there. Human design is very. I even said to him, "Do you mean black magic or juju? Because I don't do those things there." I said that to him. I said, "I don't do those things." Like, so please tell me if that's what it is, because I don't know. He even offered to do a reading on me. I said no. Too scared. Yeah, and I'm Christian, and it didn't really align at all. I think I would have had to make the compromise. It felt like I would have to like not do things and be a human designer, I guess. I don't know what. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. So within that space, obviously, it seemed like then Demola was then your more sensible choice and target here. What was that? What was that connection like then in the pods for you?
It was fun. That even still to this day, me and Dee have a fun relationship. It's very like lit, like, in the sense like we would have had fun together. Like it would have been a very fun relationship if it worked. But he did tell me that he didn't think that I was ready for marriage though, which I thought was crazy. Like,
oh, tell us why he thought you were not ready for marriage enough. Why do you think that?
He still hasn't told me why. He even said it's Annie as well, but he never really told us.
Oh, he said to Annie too.
Yeah. But you know, people are different, isn't it? No.
Very.
I think my age really had me like, people thought I was a baby. I was too young for everything.
But Dee's not that much older than you.
Exactly. I don't really know why everyone kept. I just think it was an excuse at this point, actually.
Yeah, excuse. Definitely an excuse. Definitely an excuse. Okay, wait. So he said you weren't ready. He didn't think you were ready for marriage. Okay, so you guys had a funny connection. But was there like a deep attraction there from you two? Of course, you can't physically see each other, but I'm talking about in terms of like, you know, emotional, mental. Like, were you guys on that same level, or was this something else?
I felt like with D, I would like be too overpowering.
Okay, you feel like you'd be too overpowering.
Yeah, like I've got such a big personality. Yeah, I felt like I would be still driving if you're on the same wave as me.
I am.
And I don't want to do that. So, yeah, it just felt like I'd still have to be at times in my masculine role.
Couldn't rest.
Anyway, yeah. But he's a great guy. Great guy. Yeah. And he likes great, like, one thing I just rate about D is like he's got so many hobbies, like anime, like kickboxing, no, jiu-jitsu, sorry, he always corrects me. He's got a lot of stuff going on, like hobbies, real good hobbies. And I think that makes a great man, having hobbies.
How do you feel about men who actually watch anime? The truth, because ladies be telling us, "Oh yeah, I like it," but they don't. So, how do you really feel about it?
Oh,
thank you. That's what we need to know. You have to say. Yeah. You see, you see. Thank you. That's the truth.
But there's nothing wrong with it. Like it's just
there isn't anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand. We just know that a lot of ladies say that they didn't really like it. Do you know what I
mean? I've tried to watch it a couple of times. Just don't.
What did you actually start watching though?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Didn't watch it for very long.
Did you watch it by yourself?
Someone was explaining to me at the same time, like this is this, and I was like, "Oh,
but
yeah."
Do you like them? But did you like that person?
Yeah, it's my friend. Yeah, of course.
Okay. I think you need. It's a person that introduces you that will make a difference here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because when you start looking at a man like, oh,
I've tried like 3 times now.
Yeah, he's the wrong. But you like those people.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say like, I'm not saying, oh, they're okay. They're nice people. I'm saying you like those people. You see, when you like them, you start to find yourself in things you know what I'm saying? Like you find yourself doing activities that you thought you would never.
Yeah, because even even a guy that I was speaking to likes paddle. I said, I like paddle.
You see? You see what I'm saying? You see? That's what I know.
How to play paddle. But
if you know, you just need to like him enough. When you like him enough, you will start doing things you thought you'd never do. That's how the man end up watching reality TV with you lot. And when now we want to watch it when you aren't there.
Yeah, exactly.
See? Just need to like him enough. You know what I'm saying to you. So, all right. So we'll see. I've got you. You know what I mean? Okay. So in the end, it wasn't D because obviously, like I said, he found out obviously he didn't think you were ready for marriage and everything like that as well. Okay, so obviously tell us a bit about the girls' lounge, right? Because we get to see a little bit of insight. I don't feel like we saw as much this season. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't as much drama. But what was it like being in there? Because you're obviously hearing everybody's story, and I'm assuming that I think you're probably somebody who observes a lot as well. So being in that environment, what was it like? Because I can imagine that the girls keeping their cards close to chest, some of them talking. What was it like navigating that field in terms of people having their own dates and having the same connections that you might have or someone else might have?
I felt like I was at work. In the sense that a lot of people, I was looking at them thinking, you can see the repetition happening again. And when people say, oh, I've been in a bad relationship, I was thinking, oh, what's about to happen again? But yeah, overstimulating is one way to put it, because the only way you can succeed in an experiment like that is tunnel vision. Block out every single thing that you can hear, and you get there. But a lot of the girls came with like comebacks, crying, or I'm in love after day one. I found my husband after 90 seconds. Like, it felt very much like people were trying to one up each other in there. Although everyone was supportive of each other, my role in there was just basically supporting the girls. I felt like, just a therapist, really. Sitting there having conversations with people, tell me how you feel. Or really, how does that make you feel? Obviously, all genuine, because they're great girls and they needed that at that time. I think that's why I made such a real bond with them. But yeah, like, I quickly realized, like, I don't fall quickly. Like, people fall quick.
I thought you don't.
I do not fall quickly. But then I also realized that's probably a good thing, because I fall with actions, not words. And in there, people were just falling for words. I was thinking, this is an error.
404.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's when you saw the pick me. People were crying, Cheyenne. Everyone in there, because also people know it's a reality show, isn't it? Like,
yes.
And even now, a lot of people, I shouldn't even say that, people are gutted about like not getting screen time and stuff, because they thought they would, because they were screaming the loudest. And I was like, interesting, very interesting. Was like, I was like actually going in there to find a husband. So I was like, even though my story wasn't seen, I was very content. And still am. Although I think I actually got seen more than I thought I was. Like,
yes, you was
yeah, because people asking, where was I?
I
was like,
especially later on.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's such again, like, good experience. I got to see like how falling in love is so subjective. Like, we all fall at different times. It doesn't mean that that person's not in love or etc. Like, I'm a slow burner, definitely.
Okay. When you say slow burner, I'm always intrigued. People tell me that they're slow burners. I don't believe them.
Yeah, it just means I protect my heart for longer. Like, I could be like this on day one if I wanted to, but actually, my heart will be here and I'll be like this. That's what slow burner means to me. It means I protect myself more. Not like even like someone that like I'd like them and be keeping all this excitement inside, but I'll be showing you jet like slowly.
So is it that you're a slow burner, or is it you've never really found the right person that you actually like enough to even want to open up like that?
Good question. I think it's much more the second, actually. Jokes. Oh, that's so real. That's just so real. Yeah. Food for thought, that.
Okay, question though. Okay, so wait. What would make you feel safe enough to open up? Because you are somebody who, very similar to myself, plays a role where you're always listening to everybody else.
Ooh.
So I'm intrigued. What would make you feel more comfortable to be able to be able to share as well?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To me, it's consistency in communication and how we communicate and how I see you. Like, if we're the same vibe every single time, there's no changes or mood switches, or I feel like, okay, this person's been so consistent. I can feel like I can share some stuff. And also, if people share stuff with me, deep stuff, I'm like, oh, like, you've let me in a little, let me let you in. And it's also just about like time. Like, you learn a lot from someone by being with them and experiencing them. And I think that also lets me in, like, if I'm able to like know how your mind thinks. It's a bit creepy, but then I feel like, okay, like, he would think like this, so I feel safe enough to release it. Yeah, how about for you?
You know what it is? I think people that ask genuine questions, people that ask genuine questions, like well thought out questions, and I like to say people that show a level of curiosity, asking questions. You know what I'm saying to you? Because quality time is a mad thing for me. I like quality time. That's what it's a big thing for me. But I've also noticed that somebody who like generally is intrigued to ask questions, and you can tell when someone's really intrigued with you because not only the body language, but the questions seem to follow after the other, and they allow you to actually articulate your point without necessarily having to jump in and overtake. You know what I mean?
And you know what that falls down to? Like love languages. Because what you're telling me there is words of affirmation mean a lot more to you, like than other things. So because that person's asking you the right questions, you feel heard. They're saying the right things, like making you feel nurtured. That's when you start to feel love. And then that's another thing though, isn't it? Like, especially for us, the people that are always the support system for everyone. We're always the strongest people. But like actually for someone just to be like, actually, like, how are you actually doing? Like check in with, like, make me feel like I can be vulnerable with you. Big. Let's get married.
Yeah, for real.
Like
ready to go. Who are you? Because I'm ready.
Yeah, but it's like that. Things like that. Are a big teller for me. And also like remembering the small things. Like, if we're having a conversation and you're like, oh yeah, you told me about oh, like you remember for me? Like,
that's huge.
I feel heard.
Yep. No, that's big. It's funny because that falls on, when I'm coaching people, I tell them about that, falls underneath emotional, like having emotional connections with people, that deepens your connectivity with somebody. So remembering small details is a massive thing, because I like to remember small details, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's very rare that I get to say to someone, oh, like, I don't remember even telling you that. So when someone actually remembers, I'm like, oh my God, like, you actually remember that? I was like, I don't remember even saying that to you. That tells me that someone's actually really paying attention.
Active listening.
That endears me to them. Exactly. You know what I mean? I probably need to do a better job of allowing people to actually be in that space as well. But because I'm used to doing it the other way around. Once there.
Exactly.
Okay. So within that space, like, we've just articulated something that helps us feel more comfortable sharing in that place as well. On the Inner Girls Lounge, then, who did you allow, if anybody, who did you allow to be able to share what was going on with you in the process and in Love Is Blind as you were navigating through it, if anybody?
I was so lucky.
Not in that one, anybody, by the way.
Yeah, I was just like so lucky in there. Like, I had Anu, that's my sister right there. Even still to this day, I speak to her every single day. I call her like 4 times a day, because like our connection is so much deeper because we can just vent. And one thing about me and Annie, our mouths are so hot.
We know.
But I can feel like I can run my mouth to her and she'd keep it, you know? But Sarova's my level-headed queen. She'll be like, Yolanda. Huh?
I said shout out to Sarova.
Yeah, exactly. Sarova will be like, Yolanda, calm down. Like, you should do this and did it. And I'm like, oh, you're so right. And then I obviously had Laurie. She's like my big sister. She was like, babe, like, don't let a man treat you like this. And then who else did I speak to? Sophie as well. Sophie was like my rational person. Like, we would just go to 100 together. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. We're gonna do this. Like, she's like me in the sense, like a flitting thought. Like, we just go 0 to 100 together. So yeah, I had a quite nice support system in there.
I love that. I got a hypothetical. If you had to choose someone, because the show was like, we need you to finish strong. I know you may not be feeling nobody, but we just need you to choose somebody. Who would be the best candidate to have chosen to go through, get to the end, maybe not marry, but just get to at least the end? You know what I'm saying to you? Who would, if they told you had to choose somebody, who would you have chosen and why?
Demola.
Is a strong girl.
On the basis of this, like, I feel like religion, family, culture, it would have been very easy Patrick, I would have struggled. Like, I would have been put through it and dragging the bus backwards. But like with D, like we would have been okay. Like we would have made it enough to know, like we respect each other. Like we can have fun. Like yeah.
Now I know you answered earlier on, but I want to ask again just to see if we can get an answer. Why do you think he actually said you don't think you're ready for marriage? I know you might have said it just to kind of push off, but why do you think he said that?
Because D thinks that D thinks so I have strong a strong belief system on what I believe a man should do. Provide.
Oh, now we are getting somewhere. Okay, we're listening.
Yeah, I don't believe in 50-50. And I don't think D necessarily agreed with how I thought, because he doesn't agree with Annie on the same situation. Like, and that's the thing I do like about D, though. He does like challenge you in things that you like. Do you think that's right? Like in this current economy, like things like that.
Explain to me when you say not 50-50. What does that mean? Because 50-50 is a very broad term, in 2025.
It just means date within your limit. Please. Because some of us are big women out here. I know I'm only 27, but we've got our life in order. Like, order. Like, please come correct, otherwise what's the point of having you?
Okay.
I've answered that to the best of my abilities before everyone comes to me again.
I won't let them come for you. Okay, so then within that roles, no 50-50. If we say, Yolanda, like a woman to cook, traditionally, we call that?
Listen, my thought on this is this. Every relationship is different, right? What may work for A might not work for B, etc. That conversation will be down to me and my husband to make. I can cook, of course. I can clean, of course. But should my man expect me to do it every single day, night and day? No, because I also will be working and I also be taking care of the kids. Will I expect him to also pull his weight sometimes? Yes, because we're a partnership, right? But will I expect him to take majority of the bills? Yes. Because listen, when I carried this man's baby for 9 months, can he carry a baby? Exactly. So for 9 months, I'm self-employed. I'm not going to be earning any money. I'm going to be getting statutory maternity pay. You think I can cover the whole bills for 9 months? Of course I can't. Because now life's like, I can probably still do okay. But at the same time, he shouldn't worry about my money. He should be worried.
No, tell your truth. No, tell your truth, Yolanda. You've been doing so well. But tell your truth, darling.
And he's going to laugh.
Tell your truth.
Bad. But yeah, that's really what I think. I just think, okay, cool. Every relationship is different. Mine will be different too. Just, it will function. Don't worry. Me and my husband will have it on lock. Like, these are conversations that I love having though, because like as the generations of like change, especially the our generation and the next generation, I think that will completely be out the window. Those like traditional values will be non-existent. Not my neighbor.
So okay, so like so cooking is not necessarily an everyday thing. This is cool, I understand that, because cooking takes a lot of effort and work. So when you say majority of the bills, he takes the majority of the bills and that. So I just want to make sure, is your money, or is it our money?
My money is to nurture the home.
So it's our money.
Yeah. Yeah. in essence, right? Like,
okay, give me the
I feel
essence.
like in a household, like I would do the food
Yes.
shop. I would make sure the kids
Okay.
have their school uniforms. I would be like making sure that, like, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid to use my
Domestics.
money. I would get him stuff. Like, I can do that. The house would be cared for. Like,
Okay.
he won't have to worry about that and all those things. Do you know what I mean? There'll be a compromise. We will find a way. But
Okay.
at the end
So
of
the
the day,
money.
yeah, I feel like there's just certain characteristics that I'd like my man to have. I know it's non-existent, and I know that's probably why I'm single. People are going to tell me again.
I mean, I'm not saying
But,
no. Don't worry.
but a woman's allowed to have standards, no?
Absolutely. And I'm trying to understand the standards so I can understand, what's going on. You know what I mean? Because,
Yeah.
sometimes when people say terms, sometimes terms get said, but maybe not always what people mean, right? So, like,
Yeah.
for instance, okay, you have your money, I have my money. Let me put it into a more simpler equation. Let's say, for instance, you have your money that you earn. There's an account that you have, which is for your individual aspects, right? Which is fine. But then we have maybe a joint account, whatever the ratio is. We put some money into there. Whether it's for the savings, I mean, we have maybe have for holidays, whatever, right, etc., etc. And the same on my side. Okay, would that be a more fairer understanding of maybe how it looks like, or are we saying we're trying to keep it separate?
My money, no, your money's my money.
Yeah. So then, is your money our money?
Yes, but you don't need to know how much I earn, though.
Do you need to know how much I earn?
No, as long as you've got things covered and you're not in debt.
What makes you feel safer having it that way around rather than just being open that both of you are together?
You know, in Islam, they do something so powerful that I think.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say? So women, when they get married, like the man gives the woman money that she can set aside in the event anything goes wrong.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I love that. Because, like, you never know. Not that I would be preparing to run away from you, but it's just like a safety network for me in the event, like, God forbid, my husband passes away. At least
you have some money aside.
Yeah. Obviously, like, I'll also be paying for stuff. Like, I don't want to pay nothing. Come on. Like, I'm not. I actually have, I've been the breadwinner in, like, near enough all of my relationships. So I've just had enough of it because I know people just take. That's why I'm standing on business now and doing the opposite. Because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not paying for all the holidays and then you just enjoying it and not, nah.
So okay, so wait, no, because now you're talking about some real stuff now, right, Yolanda? Right? Because I think, right, as we're talking, I'm getting to understand you a bit better here. Yeah, I think, right, that as you said previously, you were paying for everything, so it makes sense, right? You're being used, and I think that's absolutely, I totally understand that. I think, and I understand that you've gone to the other side. I just think you need to come slightly back into the middle a little bit, but just to you know what I mean?
Hear me out. If I say that's what I want there, and then now I compromise, people will understand that more. Because if I say I want here, I'll get closer to the other side. I don't want to be. So if I say that, then at least the men that are scared will run away. The ones that are more willing to take it will stay. Then I'll actually be like, actually, babe, like, I'm happy to pay for ABY. And he'll be like, whoa, this is my woman, a good woman. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I get the thinking. I get the thinking behind it. You know what I mean? I do understand the thinking behind it. I just think a bit more balanced. I actually think you're going to be more balanced than you want to be. I think what you're saying to me has fear behind it, and that's why I think you're going to come back to a more. You're not going to stay there.
I think I will, because I've been in the people that I've dated recently. I've stayed there. Sorry.
Yeah, but you haven't fallen in love with them yet. Yeah, no, I can tell that you are a lover girl in deep. When you're in love, it's like
Yeah, but
You're like that.
exterior, I'm a scary person. Even men always say to me, "You're so scary." Like when I met you, you were quizzing me. You were so serious, and then like when they
Yeah,
get to know me, I'm like funny, goofy. So
exactly.
yeah, I'm a lover guy. I
That's
always said that I am though.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So once we get past that guard, that's what I'm saying to you. All the chat you're having right now is gonna go out the window, blood.
No, not the
Because
finance.
it's gonna go out the window.
No,
You know when I say that you are a
no,
deep lover girl, yeah?
no. I don't.
You say no now.
If he's got
Mm-hmm.
no money, I'm not in love.
No. We don't want no. We don't want no.
If he's
Never
got no
nobody with no
job,
money.
I'm not in love.
No. We're not asking you to. No. We don't want any of those kind of men. Stay them away. We don't want hobosexuals. We don't want brokies. No.
Yeah,
I'm saying about somebody who earns a good living. Do you know what I mean? A good amount of money. Even
yeah,
if you want to say equal or just a little bit less, that's fine. But or even slightly more. You know what I mean? Whichever one comes first, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But he's around your tax bracket. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Love that.
So if he's around your tax bracket, I don't see you. You know what I'm saying? To being someone who's going to be like, he's got to pay for it. No, I think I think you'll be a bit more
I'll
understanding
just
of
say
that.
it
Do you know what I'm
nice.
saying?
I'll be like, babe, you've got that covered, haven't you? Like,
Maybe probably, yeah.
or the joint account, he'll just see transactions.
No, what? Look, what? No, wait, what? That's mad.
You ask me, oh babe,
That's
can you
mad.
pay for it? Can you pay for it? I'll pay with the joint account.
That's mad. That's mad. That's mad.
I'll be like, your money's our money.
I mean, I don't think necessarily. I just think it's that men like to hear that there is going to be that there's going to be some reciprocity. That's all. Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
so
Chi?
hear me out. Like, God
Yeah.
forbid anything happens to my husband, like he's sick.
Mm.
I've got you. Like, I will cover. I'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Mm.
But as soon as you're well when you're working, I'll go into my feminine energy and step down.
Mm.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when tough times come, I'll be there to support. But do you know what I mean? It's just like principle. And I also want my children to look up to their father and like have a very good example of a good strong man, because I think that
Mm.
sets like the
Good
president to
one.
what they see in relationships when they grow up, etc. Like I want him to be like, oh, my dad. You know, those look like I've always envied those girls that are like, oh, my dad does ABCD, and I'm like, yes, my dad takes my car to the MOT. Yes, your dad will do the same. Like my kid's dad will do the same.
Mm. Wouldn't you want your children also to say like, my mom always cooks?
Wow, how did we get here? Or sometimes my mom cooks and sometimes my dad cooks. Sometimes listen, if he's rich enough, we'll have a cook. Jay, yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
My standards are very
Okay.
high. I know that.
I
But
don't think it's very high.
the higher
I don't
they
think it's very
are,
high.
at least when I fall, it will be safe.
I don't think it's high. I just think you just need to plan it out a bit more.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you need to plan it out a bit more. I think if you sit down and take a bit more time, I think I said the same thing to men when they have this kind of thought process.
Mm.
It sounds very fearful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit fearful. It's okay. We can hear you. It sounds a
Great.
little bit fearful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you need to find a bit more of a balance in it because you want the man to be traditional, doing what the man should do,
Yeah.
but
Can
you
I,
don't want to play a traditional role.
if I leave, will it disrupt the recording?
No, you just leave and come back.
Hold on, give me 2
You
seconds.
don't even come back. Yeah, it's fine. Do you go do? This is very interesting conversations. I like this kind of stuff, man. Get us thinking. You know what I mean? You know, get us trying to understand people from a different perspective. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting. I wonder. I would love. When she comes back, I'll probably ask her. I wonder if that was some of the conversations with the men that she had. I wonder how they responded to that in that space. You know what I mean? You know, because man, them sometimes respond to things in a very unique way. Someone said, "I'm really enjoying this convo." Yes, I am enjoying the convo. I like intellectual people. Yolanda,
Sorry.
don't worry. Listen, I'm sure your people's are calling you. But yeah, no. I was just saying about the last part on this. What we was talking about was just that, you know, it sounds like you're a traditional man, and sounds like you want to be a hybrid.
Is that what they call it now?
It sounds like you want a hybrid.
I just want a good
You know
man,
what I mean?
that's all.
You don't want to give you want a good man who's going to play a traditional role whilst you play a hybrid. Hey, listen, if that's what you want, that's what you want, innit? Who am I to say anything? You know what I'm saying to you? I just think to myself, how did the men react to that then in the pods? If you had that conversation.
Man, oh,
How did the men like in the pods on that? How did they respond?
That's when I guess they started to think that I wasn't ready for marriage. So yeah. And Patrick didn't take it, like, he was actually okay with that, actually. Charlie was giving, like, breadwinner, yeah, I've got you type of vibe. A lot of the men in there actually, well, not all of them, some of them wanted to be provider men, which was nice. But then again, you don't know if they actually meant it. It was just
I think men don't mind being providers, you know. Like, I don't mind being a provider. You know what I'm saying to you? I think for most men, it's not like don't want to be providers. Of course, it depends on their limitations as their finances. But most men don't be providers. What we always want in return, really, it's not necessarily your money. It's not your money that we're looking for, you know. What we're looking for is, number one, is appreciation. Number two is acknowledgement. Number three, it's affirmations, right? And number four, affection. And then number five is access. Access is in access is in, like, if you have money, it shouldn't be that it's your money.
Oh, okay.
If it's that way, then that mentality says that you're not part of the team. Now, of course, this differs. If you're dating millionaires, we are having a different conversation. If you dating Young Thug, you dating Future, and all the people that have money, please, they're in a different stratosphere. Their conversation is different because their money's different. They don't give a heck. It's a different conversation. But if we're talking, those of us who maybe are not necessarily on that millionaire status level, then maybe the conversation is slightly different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think a lot of men want to provide.
Don't get me wrong, like, you can know how much is in there. Will I tell you the right amount?
Why do you need to hide that? I don't get it.
Exactly why I say that. Once,
Yes, tell me why. Okay.
I told a guy my salary.
Okay.
He was like, you can pay for everything. You can pay for everything. You can pay for everything. I never lived it down, and I said, I'm never going to do it again. Never going to do it again. Never. It's better they don't know, because then they start saying...
Wait. Would you tell him from the beginning, and then he said you can pay for everything?
No, at the beginning, he was giving provider.
Okay. And then you told him...
Then, this is before I was working for myself, and then applied for a job, got it. He never showed me a pence again. This is why sometimes it's better that the men don't know.
I think that's a character issue, though.
Is it?
That's a character issue for that young man. Yeah.
I feel like maybe, yeah, because I think he felt less masculine, maybe.
I mean, a couple of years ago, listen, I had a girl that, when she told me it wasn't that much more than me, she earned a bit more than me, and that didn't change my perspective. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, my thing is, just appreciate me when I'm doing my job. Because if you're asking me to take the lead and pay for stuff and all that kind of stuff, all I want is just to be appreciated and respected. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Don't use me like a doormat, and don't also then use it as an opportunity not to also reciprocate. You know what I'm saying to you? Because some of you on someone's birthday or their good time will buy you a pair of socks. We know you. You know who you are. You don't actually care about the man. The man is just a bank for you. Then that's different. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying to you? It's the same way. Like, if I want to have intimacy with my girl, if I just want to have sex with her and never really cared about her emotions or her feelings, that's how you'd feel used. Nobody wants to feel used. So it's not necessarily about the money. It's about the fact that there is a reciprocation of energy. There is a willingness to cover if there was a thing. That's why I said sometimes even when a woman goes, "Oh, I'll pay for it," and the man goes, "No, it's cool. I actually appreciate the fact you actually offered. You genuinely offered." This is not like, some of you do that acting thing you do where you're like, "I'm gonna go into my purse," and your purse is not even in your bag.
Yeah, but
you
we've
weren't
got
trying to pay for that.
contactless. It's contactless now. We've got
Exactly.
Apple
It's
Pay.
even contactless now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you ain't never gonna pay. That's different. It is
Yeah, we would have on Apple Pay.
Well, you would have and then never seen that person again. But it's all about the intention of the individual person. Do you know what I'm saying? To you, that this person actually cares about you. That, and like I always say this, a woman that genuinely cares about you, that's why I said that you wouldn't do this, because if you genuinely cared about a person, you wouldn't do this. A genuine woman who cares about you will never let you spend all your money.
Never.
The woman that let you spend all your money on them is one that don't care about you.
Yeah, because then where's the, do you know what I mean? That money needs to stay.
You're killing me. Okay, so later on in the show, yourself, Adu, Javen, Patrick, Sophie, Kieran, Megan, y'all went out to some particular place.
Yes.
You had a good time. In fact, before then, because there was a day, it was a mixer. How was the mixer for you? Because obviously you guys came in, you got to see people. The mixer happened first, and before
nice.
that little team.
It's quite nice for me because everyone was like, "Wow, she looks so different. I didn't really expect her to look like that." I was like, "Yeah, you missed out." But yeah, people just like were surprised by the way I looked, I guess.
Who was the most surprised? Who would you say is the most surprised?
Javen didn't think I was gonna look like that. I think Cal even said to me, like, "Wow, like I didn't expect you to look like." But yeah, those are them. Not because like I don't know. I don't know what they thought I was gonna look like.
Yeah, sometimes putting a face to the voice to the face is something different. Okay. Did you see anything in the mixer that was interesting?
Yeah, of course. Like I feel like you guys didn't see how heated the argument with Annie and Patrick had.
Yeah, Annie said that she really went off on a man.
She went off. Like that was 10% again. She went off. And one thing about Annie, when she's annoyed, but for the right reasons. So. I know who else had a disagreement. I know Annie and Katisha had a conversation that we didn't see. That would have been good to see. I think that would have gave people more reassurance of the night that was about to come. Who else did we see? Yeah, Demolo and Annie had an argument as well that night. It was interesting. We didn't get to see that.
Demolo and Javen. What?
Annie,
yeah. Okay. Anu, sorry. Yeah. Oh. Oh wow. Okay, because I argued with Katisha that night too. So, what the hell was going on with the black folk? What was in the water, blood? Wait, how did Demolo and Annie have an argument?
I think it's hard, isn't it? Because like at that point, people were still trying to suss who was who, like what vibe everyone was on, etc. But like we're all good now. I think if anything, that actually made us all stronger having all those tiffs in there. But yeah, and then the drama actually happened when we went out. Actually,
how the hell do you have an argument and then go out together?
Because it's the last time that we're going to see each other. And then it was like something to do, isn't it? Because we were all in wherever it was getting filmed, and just something to do because we were all staying in the hotels and stuff. So what else are we going to do? Go to bed? And then we became Javen's angels. And I was like, how did I get dragged into this? Like I was.
How did you become the angels? What do you mean angels? What does that mean?
Like like Charlie's angels. People were saying Javen's angels. And I was like, how did we even get here? Like, because I wasn't being flirtatious at all in the mix at all. Like, I just asked him questions. I said, like, how's it going? Like, how's the relationship? Even spoke to Katisha, gave Katisha some advice, like, make sure he treats you right, make sure, Then all of a sudden, I'm like all over Javen, and Annie's all over Javen, and Sophie's all over Javen, and we make him happy, and Annie makes me happy, and Yolanda makes me happy. I was like, wow. Like, in my defense...
No, slow it down. How is it all of a sudden? Because it's not all of a sudden. So how do we get there?
In what way?
How do you... You said, obviously... It sounded like... You said first of all, you actually said something really interesting. You said, I wasn't flirtatious at the mixer, which means you're flirtatious later on. And how
No,
did we get there?
I wasn't flirtatious at all. What people didn't
Oh,
understand
okay.
is
You didn't say the first time. That's fine.
that bar was really loud. Everyone was like this close to each other, being like, "What did you say?" And we were like, we're all very huggy people anyway. Like
Huggy.
very huggy. Like the way I hug Anu is the way that I hug Demola. The way I hug Demola is the way that I hug Javan.
Front facing.
Yeah, we're just that's my people.
Like front face. You don't use your hip. You use your front face to hug someone.
like we're brothers and sisters. Like it's a different experience when you go through the same experience together, isn't it? Like you can relate a lot more, especially because we're all black as well. So
absolutely,
it was never like flirtatious. He was even
you
telling
never
me,
one flirt bar.
Listen, if I wanted to flirt, I'll flirt. And
I
also think like, don't people think like something would have happened? A picture, someone kissing, going to each other's hotel rooms. Would that not have happened if there was flirting?
I don't think anybody slept with anybody.
Huh?
No, I didn't say anybody slept with anybody because that's no. Way too far. But a flirt.
No, I did. There was no.
Yolanda, you're making me suspect you.
What, me?
Yeah, you are looking. You're sounding suspectful right now.
I'm the baby. Remember?
That's the reason why I'm suspecting you for more.
No, but if you remember, I cut Javan off in there because he was a big red flag. Why would I now come and do the same mistake? Does that make logical sense?
You see, when you say it doesn't make logical sense, that's when people use that they use that thing when they're doing politician. Would it make sense? It's not about making sense. It's whether what you were doing at the time.
Oh, so I'll tell you exactly verbatim what happened. I sat next to Javan. Demola was this side, Patrick was there. Demola and Patrick were having a conversation. Ross B was like next to Javan because I was basically with Ross B all night because we came together on the train and he's a very nice guy. Anyway,
cool.
Like Javan was like, no way. Like I was like, Javan, how's it going? Like tell me the tea. Then what people don't understand is like after the show happens, we all speak about production, etc., right? That's people talking about edits, etc. That's just what happens after. And he was like, God, you know what? Yeah, he was just like saying how is it his experience has been in there, and I was like, you know what? You're gonna do the right thing. Like, go tomorrow, meet her family, see how it goes. Like, just be open minded. At the end of the day, like, remember, like, think. I was telling him to think. We were having like a very like empowerment conversation rather than like, oh yeah, like. I want him. I don't want this man. This man scares me, actually. Even still to this day, I'm so scared of Javan. You know me, I'm just so scared of these ones. Even Kadisha, I don't know how much... She has so much courage to pick a man like Javan because the rest of us, we said, you have to be a different kettle of fish to pick a man like Javan. Like, I'm too scared. I'm not... Like, I'm one of God's strongest soldier, but I don't think I'm strong enough for that. Like, like, no, absolutely no. It didn't. And you know me, I'm so truthful. I would stand on business. I'd be like, I'd stand on it if I did it, but I didn't. And everyone's saying that that's the weirdest thing. People, like, we all have alibis. Like, in the rule of court, innocent until proven guilty. Where's the proof?
Absolutely.
Where's the proof?
But wait, what are they accusing you of? Because I'm only accusing you of flirting. What are they accusing you of? Sounds like they listen, the way you're making it sound as if I'm accusing you of like you stole something from the shop, but it sounds like they're accusing you of robbing a bank. The two are very different. What happened? No, something happened in between the scale. Something happened between that. I'm saying flirting. You're who are you addressing that? It sounds like
I'm addressing
you would have gone to room.
Some of the comments that Annie got, I got, because like even now our comment on Javan's post, like, oh, that's my big bro, comment on his post and it's like, oh well, you were entertaining him. He was an engaged man. I'm thinking, you lot don't understand. This man is like, it's like, I don't know how more I can say.
Was he given single that night?
Was he given single that night? I feel like as a single man, he should have been with Katisha, right? That's the first thing. But
why?
He wasn't, huh?
Why should he be with Katisha? Like, you know, if you guys are chilling around last night, the last night before you
she was upset in it. He should have reassured her until they were both ready to come out. But like Meg and Kieran came out that night too, both of them. I forgot my train of thought now.
Which is about the night.
Yeah, like, yeah. I just think it didn't happen the way. Even like when I was calling Annie, I was like, Annie, like, I was even like doubting myself and my own thoughts because it got made up to be this big thing, even the photo booth and stuff. Then you guys found out there was no curtain. So if that happened, yeah, would there not be pictures, videos? People, you know how quick people are to get their phones out. Someone would.
Did you go to the photo booth?
No, I didn't go to the photo booth.
Just gotta make sure no one else is in there.
No, and with them.
I'm just saying, did you go to the photo booth?
No, I didn't know. Yeah. Well.
Yolanda, you're killing me.
No, I didn't. I would have said.
That's how you get finished.
I'm just very truthful. I would say I didn't.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. So Javon was being a little bit of a. He should have been at home. You guys were chilling. You guys were all chilling together. You guys were all having your fun as a black quartets. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
No, everyone was there. Not whatever that you just said. Everyone was there. Meg.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just Kieran. I thought it was Kieran and Megan that was with you guys.
Rossby,
no one else was there.
Amy, James, Lowell, Tom. Everyone was there.
Oh, raw.
There was like 12 of
us. Okay, and you're all just kind of chilling.
Yeah, all dancing.
Oh.
A good time.
Okay, so no one got a wine now.
No, it's a gay bar.
I mean, you could have wined with each other. You'd have to wine with people with a gay bar.
The music wasn't really that.
Why the hell? This would have made sense. Why are you in a gay bar?
Because it was the only one that was open that night, I think.
Oh,
it was weird. It's a weird weekday.
Yeah, I hear it. That's fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. You know, I'll let you be. You know what I mean? I'll let you be. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you very
much. Okay. So rounding it up for you then, you know, obviously, yes, you didn't get to come with your person at the end, but it sounds like, you know, you made some great friendships and some great relationships in that respect as well. I guess my last question is, who are you still in contact with? I know you're still in contact with Annie, but who are you still in contact with coming towards the end of this, obviously, Love is Blind? Who have you still made friends with?
I've got a long list, actually. Soreba, Annie, Javen, who else? Yeah, Laurie, Barda sometimes, Meg, yeah, quite a lot of people. We've all been on like holidays together and stuff, like post a show. We've been on like 3 holidays, I think it is.
Damn.
Yeah, we just came back from Paris not long ago. We're still much close.
Paris. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Okay. They're still okay. I like that. Okay. Well, final sentiments. What is your takeaway from being on Love is Blind? What was your takeaway from this show? What you learned, and what you've grown from, if you want to call it that way, by being on this Love is Blind?
My biggest takeaway is you will be enough for the right person. Like, you won't have to scream from the high tops. Like, they'll accept you for your soul and who you are. And you won't have to compete for that love. And is that the one question? Is that deep?
You're good. Yeah. No, you're pretty much. That's the same question, so you're good.
Yeah. Okay. And love will come for me at the right time.
I love that. Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you. Oh, someone sent a super chat in. I'm just reading it. It says, what about equitable split according to salary? So I guess they wanted to know about your your choice. Is there what about equitable split according to salary? I think we know your answer already.
We can discuss. We can definitely discuss. We can take it to management. We can have those discussions. Whether they'll be taken forward will be a different hurdle, but we can definitely discuss. I feel like the whole part of a marriage is to be having those healthy conversations, and be open to what comes with it, I guess, with the person. If you really love the person, then you make the compromises.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on here, Yolanda. It was a good vibe, and I enjoyed myself. You know, it's a good conversation.
It's been a pleasure.
You know, been a pleasure too, man. And I pray that your endeavors, okay, work well, and you know, you find the right person to love you in the right way. All right.
Oh, thank you. Likewise.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Audience, thank you so much. It's a pleasure being around you guys as always. We got to go, but listen, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And Yolanda, is there anything we can get behind? Anything that you're doing right now we can go and support? Anything that we can...
TikTok. Everyone follow me on
TikTok, yeah?
Simply_Yolandita. Yeah. I'm still continuing my dating journey on there, sharing how I'm going on dates and stuff. Yeah.
Got to tune in. Okay, I'll have to tune in. All right, cool. I'm on TikTok myself. All right, cool. So, audience, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And Yolanda, again, bless you. Oh, they said, what's your TikTok?
It's like simply. It's the same as my Instagram. Simply_Yolanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put in there. Yeah, that's what I put in the chat feed. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay, all right. Stay blessed and stay locked. So we'll see you again soon.
You know what time it is.